Hello friends, welcome to the third video of the series CRUD. In this video we are going to create the update module or edit module to edit the data. So let me show you that what we are going to do in this video. Let me run the search module first. There are two records in my database. The first is Taha with the age 24 and the second is Bilal with the age 78. So I have to edit the first record, that is Taha 24, with the ID name is 1, right? So we are going to edit the first record with the ID 1. We have to change the name. We will replace the name Taha and age 24 with any other text like John and age will be 48, like this. Okay, so without wasting any time, let's go and create the Java frame. I just selected the wrong class. Just click the CRUD, click new and JFrame form. Okay, so this way you have to write the name, that is update record, press the finish button and the JFrame is all ready to work over on, right? Now what we have to do is to just drag the label from the right sidebar onto your JFrame. Similarly, you have to create the text field and the button. So the main heading of the frame is update record and this is the label. We have to create 3 labels and 3 text field because we have to edit the data with the help of ID, right? So the first label is ID, the second is name and the third is age. So let's copy and paste all the text field and the labels respectively. Great. Now what we have to do here is just drag the button on your JFrame form. Just added the text, that is J label. Now I am going to write the ID right here, the second is name and the third is age. Great. Now just remove the dummy text from the placeholder of the text field like this. Just click edit text and just press the backspace. Click the J button and just edit the name. You have to edit text over here and write whatever you want. I am just writing here OK. Great. Now we have to change the variable name for every J text field. So the first is ID, so I am going to place the variable name ID, and the second is name and the third is age. Perfectly. Now what you have to do is just click the event action and action perform just to access the backend of this button where you are going to write the code. Okay, so now what we have to do right here is to create the variable. You need 3 variables like ID, name and age to get the value from the text field. So the first is a string ID. It should be CID is equals to id.getText. So I am going to write here a CID, that is change ID is equals to id.getText. This getText function will help me to get the data from the text field. The second variable I am going to create over here is CN is equals to name.getText. Great. The third is a string CAge equals to age.getText. age.getText. Great. Now this is how you can create the variable in the J form to get the data from the text field. Now you have to create the try and catch blocks to handle the errors and the code, right? So with the catch you have to create the exception E. This is created just because if in case your connection with the database is not properly set, so the error will be thrown where it will show the connection error like this kind of message will be shown on your screen. So it is just for handling the error, just not allow the software to terminate the program. Go on to your try block and write the class for name com.mysql.jdbc driver like this. Okay, so that on the second line you have to create the connection class, that is connection CONN is my object, is equals to driver manager dot get connection. In this way you can create the connection with the database and the JFrame. By the way, don't forget to add the library, the JDBC library, in the library folder. For those people who don't know how to add the library, so just check out my previous video of this playlist. You will see how I have added the library in the library folder. So inside the get connection there are three parameters. The first one is to give the database name, the second is root, and the third is password. So the first parameter will contain JDBC MySQL localhost slash, here I will write the database name, that is CRUD. I have created the CRUD database table, database in the backend of the MySQL. Let me show you. Before that I have to just import the class connection to remove the error that is showing over here. Great, the connection has been created successfully. Write the query, just create the variable with the name of SQL. String SQL is equals to, this is the place where you will write the query to update the data. Okay, so the update, here you have to write the table name, the table that exists in your database. So the table name is insertion. I have created a table at the database. On the top you can see the table is insertion and the database is CRUD, right? And we are just editing the first record, that is 1024 in the table. So we are updating this record. So update insertion is the table name. Here we have to write the keyword, that is set, and here I have to write the variable, means column name, that should be name, NAME. Great. And I have to concatenate the variable that we have initialized on the top of this block. So we have to concatenate the CN variable to update the data that will just sync into my database table. By the way, the query, the syntax of this query is little bit difficult, so you must be so much aware about the everything like comma and apostrophe, all these kind of stuff. Don't create any single problem, so it will not able to update the record and it will show the error on your screen. So just copy and paste the query as I am doing on the screen. Just do it like me. So the name is successfully concatenated, and this is the place where I am writing the second column name, that is age, and I will concatenate the CAge variable with this query. Here I have to write CAge. Again you have to place the plus button or plus sign. You have to write where will help you to check the ID number, where the ID is matched with the database table record, so it will edit that record, edit that row inside the database. So here we have to concatenate the variable CID, and this is the entire SQL update query. The query is all ready. Now we have to create the prepared statement. The object name should be ptst is equals to connection CONN dot prepare statement. and we just need a single parameter, that is SQL. Just remove the second one and just place the semicolon at the end. Great. Now we have to call the execute function with the help of ptst object. So ptst.execute, and function has been closed right here. JOptionPan.show message dialog box. Through this JOptionPan we can easily display the message on the pop-up screen. Just write the record updated. Great. So the code is almost ready. We just have to place the error message right here. We just have to create the JOptionPan.show message dialog this comma e. This is the line through which the program will show the error if there will be any connectivity issue with the database. Great. So this is the form. I am writing one, name is John and the age is 42. Before just clicking the OK button, let me show you on the first row, the data is 1, name is Taha and age is 24. And on clicking OK, just clicking OK, the pop-up message is showing the record updated. What we have to do right here is to reload the page, and the page has been reloaded and the data has been updated successfully on the first row. The Taha is replaced with John and the age is replaced with 42. Okay, so what we have to do right here is just let me show you that on the search module, is it showing the right data or not. Search record, click the run file, press the search button, and this is the to record in which the first record has been edited successfully. So this is how you can create the update module. Thanks for watching.